Hello there. Welcome back to my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. I suppose let's get to it, shall we? I do have a bit of a, chesty cough, so if you hear me coughing a lot, that's why. I'll try not, cough into the mic itself, but sometimes it can't be helped. Ow. I have turned down my mic a little bit as well, as I have been rewatching the episodes I did yesterday. The mic was a bit loud, so I don't know what it's like for when it uploads, but me listening to it back kind of hurt my ears because the player was at full volume. Right, let's go talk to Natty, shall we? Right, I can just fast travel, can't I? Hogwarts map. Why is there no location for that? Oh, there is. Nope, that's Sebastian's one. Wait, is that main quest? That is main quest. Sebastian. Is it in Hogwarts? Ah, it is. He is in the Great Hall. I don't know if I'll be done with this game by then, but on not Wednesday, on busy Wednesday. On Thursday then, which will be the 4th of May, I might be doing another collectible stream for this. No, what am I doing tomorrow? I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow, Sunday.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
Yeah, shut up. I might do it tomorrow, actually. Depends on how I'm feeling. Let's talk to her, Daniel, shall we?
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
You should be proud of you.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
You looking to avenge his death?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
How's your mother doing?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
What would your father think of what we've been doing?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied
Sorry
away
about
from a
that
fight
yawn,
for
if
good,
that's making
no
any
matter
of you
how
yawn.
ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Didn't sleep too well last night either, so I may be yawning quite often. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Natty.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders.
Of course we
beginning
will.
with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Oh, you're welcome. I suppose let's go talk to Sebastian now. Not the main story one, but the other one. Oh, we're going Feldcroft. World map.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
That's not far outside Feldcroft.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
We will save you, hopefully.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian,
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
Right. Oh, that's... I don't know which one to... We can do this.
We just need to get Anne to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Might your uncle report us to the ministry?
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left
right
rather
out there all
abruptly.
of a sudden.
So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to
There we
report
go.
on his own family using dark magic now.
Very well. I shall leave it to you.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Okie dokie.
See you soon.
Oh, pardon me. Right, I didn't think them two would, end so quickly. So I guess... Do I do the spell, the, room thing? No, I'll leave that till last. Let's go talk to Sebastian again, shall we? Wait, where'd he go? I'm here, talk. He has to walk 2,700 meters now.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
I don't know if I've got all the landing platforms. This will tell me. No, I've got 6 more to go. 7 more infamous foes. 3 more balloon sets. 32 Merlin trials. Field guide pages. Only 9 left. And... well, that's 36 collections chests. I was almost done with that place. I just need the landing zone for it. Which... oh, there's a side... oh, that's the, room one. Basically done that except for Merlin trials and collections chests. Just need Merlin trial and 1 balloon set there. Basically just Merlin trials and collections chests left. Landing is unavailable right now. Well, what was that then?
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they
Okay.
still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time, it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Of course I do.
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far. Don't let your frustration get the better of you.
Fine, I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted. Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Wait, are we...
Raiding, I imagine. This
Oh,
mountain
do we
used
have to
safeguard
go that
local
way?
Hamlet
Yes.
valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Okay. Think I should go and visit in a minute. Oh, yep, there's enemies.
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I?
Petrificus totalis.
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
There's one. There's one. And goodbye, loyalist warrior.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Right, how do we...
Revelio.
We have to do something with this. That's a cogwheel in bloody water. I thought it was like a Nessie. Right, am I meant to get up there then? How did I get up there last time? That's telling me I have to go that way. Okay. I have to get up from here.
Thestrals overhead? Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up this mountain in silence.
I get a bad feeling about Sebastian now. He is one of my favourite characters, but... he's getting snippy. The fuck was that? Was that these? Was that this thing? Multiple of them. Is that a chicken? I think it is. What? I didn't read that. I didn't hear what he said.
Confringo. I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
Hello, Thestrals. I'll come do the Merlin trial at another time.
Kill any who trespass.
Let's go.
Wait, we should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
We must remain unseen.
Wait, what? Okay, change your mind.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually
Interrupt
go
charging
further. It's
mongrel
true.
with the
Eat a big
pulso.
meal, you'll be slowed
But
down.
loyalist
Light, you'll be
sentinel with
swift.
bombarder while they charge their magic.
But who wants to be swift?
Loyalist sentinel and mongrel. I
It
do
won't
not
be long now before we find another repository.
do not see a mongrel. There is a sentinel though. So I could probably do one of them.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
Oh, I'm in the tent. Go away, sentinel.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Really shouldn't be saying that standing next to Sebastian.
Little magic tricks, won't you?
Sentinel with bombarder. Okay.
Coming back, this little moon. Such arrogance. Potato, stop it! No! I've been fighting this since before you were born. Get away! Please, much too slow. You arrogant child! Stupid one. You're making this too easy.
Depulso.
I won't.
Levioso.
They got what they deserved.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins,
You could have got us killed.
but I didn't. Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further
To
up
be
the path.
fair, I started
Let's
that
keep
fight.
going.
So I don't know what my character's on about.
Revelio.
More moonstone for us. Always nice to have. Even though, I suppose, if you want to decorate the,
Ramrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us. Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
to be fair, it is known as goblin silver, so surely they kind of do have the right to it. Well, can I do him get it from here? No. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight them, not take it silently.
Deposit.
Wait, he survived? Huh.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Didn't think he would actually survive. Okay. Normally, if you chuck things off a high edge, they hit the ground and die. That's a bit unsettling. Silent as a grave.
Only good wizard's a dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right, and I'll be most keen to help him achieve his goals in that regard. How long for a bacon and mushroom stew?
Ooh, bacon and mushroom stew. That does sound nice.
Petrificus totalis.
You ought to come back on pudding. Took you for a troll the other day.
You ought to cut down on pudding. Almost mistaken you for a troll the other day.
Sebastian,
Oh.
wait.
Wait. For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly
Okay.
knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
That we do.
Agreed.
But there is enemies that way.
Jobberknoll.
Does he have to say stuff like that every time I go and viz?
Someone there?
No, you don't.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Ooh. Don't remember doing this bit. It's like a treasure cave, I think it's called. Isn't normally enemies in it, so.
Revelio.
Oh wow, one single chest, is that it? Did that take it off the map? It doesn't seem to be there anymore. Oh, no, never mind. Unless that's a different one. Ooh, pardon me. Tower Tunnel. In we go.
Quietly now.
No shit, Sherlock.
So far, so good.
Charming. Spiders. How fitting.
Why does it have to be spiders? Come on. Anne. Don't turn around, don't turn around, please don't turn around. Son of a bitch.
Expelliarmus, Confringo.
That is not who. Okay.
Protego, Stupefy.
Go away, spiders.
We've rid
Ooh.
the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Oh.
Confringo.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
The real world would be so terrifying if spiders were that big. They really would. Right. Wait, what?
Revelio.
Says there's a chest here, but... Oh, there it is. How do I get up to that?
Confringo.
This way, that's how I do that.
Confringo.
Oh, that did burn it? No, it didn't. There we go.
One nudge and that chest might have fallen.
Oh, I think 3 nudges at least.
Ooh. How do I get that? Oh, never mind. That's how. Right, 7 more spiders and I think that challenge is complete. How many combat challenges do I have left? Jug bogs, infamous foes, spiders, trolls, and wolves. I've still got a lot of... Oh, what the hell is that? That's a demi, guys? Oh, I kind of want to do all the dueling feats now. Damn it.
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure we taste better than a goblin dinner.
Okay. Oh, hi, spiders.
Protego, Stupefy.
Oh, one more spider. Really?
Aren't they?
Annoying is not the word. Creepy as fuck, yes. I swear this game is fueling my hatred for spiders.
Leading here. Whatever for?
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. It is a ruin for a reason. Well, I suppose it's not really a ruin, is it? It's more of a...
Confringo.
They built this in a cave.
Revelio. Confringo.
Look at this place. Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
Oh, never mind. Oh, bollocks. I don't have the thingy on. Where's Descendo? No, I don't have Descendo on.
Descendo. Descendo. Descendo.
Oh, right into Sebastian. My bad. Stupid spiders.
Getting through the cavern can't have been the only challenge. Perhaps we should search for runes.
16 out of... Oh, there's one. I think I saw...
We've seen rune symbols like these before.
Confringo.
Can't get out of here quick enough.
Revelio.
Before I do anything, though...
Confringo.
Let's get some stuff.
Revelio.
Can I not get up there? I don't think I can. Anything I missed? Oh, there is a...
Confringo.
There is a room there. That looks like a collections chest.
Is finding these chests luck or instinct?
Bit of both. Ooh. Nope, I don't have space for Wiggenweld potions. So that can kind of do one. Oh, I've had a breakthrough. That I honed with my professors, with which I conjured and built such pretty pillars, must be tempered substantially for the much more delicate endeavour which I now undertake. It feels somewhat like removing a memory, but the magic is wholly different. As I withdrew the merest whisper of pain from just above the heart, a faint haze appeared and then just as quickly seemed to dissipate. I sensed a surge of peace myself, as though I knew instantly that what I was doing was right. I wonder now the haze may be contained. If memories can be stored in a pensive, surely these extractions can be kept safe for further study.
Sebastian, a journal entry. We should look for more. Revelio.
Why couldn't she have kept all her journal entries in one place?
Exactly. Big spider? I think big spider. Oh, fun. Oh, troll. Hello. Oh, there goes our way out. You already had your wand out. And spiders. Fuck it. Bollocks. Stupid spiders.
Protego! Stupid one! Accio! Stupid one!
No, you don't. You leave us alone.
Nice teamwork.
Nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together.
I did not see the combat feats. Whoops. Oh well. I was too busy dodging the spiders and...
Revelio!
Oh, I took off Ribeiro, didn't I?
Reparo!
No?
That troll certainly made a mess of things. Debris everywhere.
Revelio! Reparo!
Oh, there it goes.
That was a piece of work.
More than one. Revelio!
Ooh, there's something over here.
Confringo! Incendio!
Or I just do that. Oh, it's not one I can go behind.
Revelio!
Never mind then. There is something there. What did I not pick up? Is that coins? Think so. Yes, it was.
Revelio!
Oh, right, I see.
Accio!
Wrong spell.
Leviosa.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Bloody hell, how many times am I gonna have to say that in this video?
Revelio!
Oh, another journal entry. 5 out of 7. Oh. Have I missed one? One, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay. I did level up though, didn't I? Oh, I do want one. I got a feeling I'm very close to max level. I'm hoping not, because I'm hoping I can get every single one. But if I am close, I do want to leave one till I get this. So I'll not put a point in yet. Nope, wrong button. Wrong thing. What gear did I pick up? Oh, greens. No, thank you. Oh, bloody hell, I'm full of greens. Blues I can sell. But greens... I know I would get 60 from it, but it's not really worth it. I don't think. Why is that popping up? Oh, I did the spiders. Right, that's why. 5 more trolls to complete that one. Mongols I can probably do at some point. I think that just requires me to go around camps and do them. Just fly around. I might do that on stream next. Once I've done all the collection boxes and whatnot. Right. Such joy I felt helping my father after all these years. To hear his voice again, I cannot begin to describe how much I've missed it. I confess, I was wholly stunned by the Keeper's reactions. I should have expected it. How can they stand by and do nothing when they can have the power to do so much good? Who is Professor Rackham to tell me what I can and cannot do with my ability? The audacity of all of them. Judging my work without any real understanding all that I've accomplished. I do have some hope. The headmistress seemed somehow to understand what I was doing. When the time is right, I shall go to her. He may be able and willing to help. Until I know otherwise, I must continue my work alone, for now. But I will find someone to help me. I will find someone else who understands the gift that we've been given, and our obligation to use it. I will store what I learned safely away for the moment. One day I will be able to share it with another who is like me.
A journal entry. Isadora was here.
Do I need to... I don't need to, levitate that.
Revelio.
Ooh.
Confringo.
Nope, that wasn't that wall. Cool.
Revelio.
That's just Wiggenworld potions. There we go, gold as well. That was 5 out of 7.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs. But the view, well worth it.
What, the view of where we were just... Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, hello. What did that do?
Revelio.
Oh, there's one there. And I guess one there. Okay, so I need to get the floor, go to the floor above. Geronimo! No. Okay. How on earth do I get over there then? I have no idea. Oh, really? That reset?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, hi Sebastian. I fell.
Revelio.
It's not like there isn't anything there either. I'll come back to it. Ooh.
Another barrier. We can blast through it, I'm certain.
Incendio.
Where was it?
This can't be a dead end.
Confringo.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Sure. Get the moonstone.
Revelio.
Was that part 6? It is. I've been more and more capable each day. I feel more and more capable each day. My sense of purpose. Knowing that what I'm doing is precisely what I was meant to do has never been more clearer. The number of souls I have been able to help grows by the day, so much pain. And I have discovered that this magic itself somehow confirms what I am doing is right. Each time I breathe in the haze, even a little, it's as though I become more and more capable. I'm being rewarded for my courage, rewarded for using this magic the way that it was meant to be used. I fear, however, that I must find a way to store what I cannot use in the moment. I do not yet understand its power, and do not want to leave it to chance. I have an idea. It is not without risk, but I feel that the risk is worth it. She's gonna go to a goblin.
This journal entry sounds worrisome. Revelio.
She goes to a goblin. That's how Ramrock eventually knows, right? Because that's 400 years ago.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
Yeah. It did indeed.
Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now.
Huh.
Confringo.
Right. There we go. Ooh, music change.
Revelio.
There was a chest down here, apparently. Oh, hi. Honestly, I don't think I need to sell things anymore because I'm getting quite a lot of gold from...
Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here. Revelio.
Ooh, that looks like a mirror that you can walk through to the Undercroft. Ooh, time for part 7. How could I have been so terribly wrong? The headmistress won't help me. I tried to make her understand. She, like the others, is blind to the possibilities of what I can do. I've come to learn that I can rely on no one. But I am a more powerful witch than I have ever been, and I know that it's due to my work, to the work I'm doing. I shall not allow my magic to lie dormant, as the keepers do. How I despise that ridiculous name. As if keeping power to all themselves is something to be lauded? Lauded? I don't know. I confess I have begun to wonder if I will ever find another in my lifetime with whom I can share this work. I do not, then I shall find solace in the knowledge that I have left them a trail to follow. A path from which they can learn. Perhaps they will do what I cannot, heal the world.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
I think I get the feeling that we are about to. Well, I am about to.
Another ancient magic passageway to the Undercroft. The final piece to the triptych must be here. Revelio.
Nope. And there it is. Pick up.
The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Right.
Revelio.
Have I missed anything? No.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
Me neither. It's actually been a pretty decent one.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
Oh, is it like a picture of Isadora? Possibly.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find
Let's
out.
find out.
Ha!
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Oh, this is her side of the events then.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora.
Oh, the humming of that.
What have you done?
I took his pain.
I do like the humming of the pain magic. Why did it go weird just then?
That worked.
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
Alright. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
I guess that'll end up being my character, right?
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting, it was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure
they
that
will.
would. The Keepers believe that
Done it
removing
again.
someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all, you've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
I do want to help him. Help his sister. Why can't I just bring him to them?
Why did the Keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
He saw the memory as well, right? So why did he not go off saying she had help from goblins? I don't know.
I found one of Ranrock's drills in a mine along the shore. I intend to destroy it. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You're welcome to join me, but if I don't see you there, I will reach out when I return.
Oh,
I
okay.
have something to give you.
Something to give me?
Rodgott's getting himself into more danger than he realizes. I'd better find him.
Right. Any more of them before I decide what to do next? I suppose I did say I'm going to leave that till later, so let's go to Lodgok, or go to where he said.